sing. No, you won't.
Hi, I'm Jackie the Joke Man Martling, and you're watching my favorite show, Bourbon Soaked Live. Of course, I might be saying that because I want to get into Juliette's pants.
Hey there, y'all. I am Juliette Miranda, and welcome to Bourbon Soaked Live, the best place to be on a Monday night for cocktails and conversation.
It's the only place to be.
Really? That's kind of what I say.
Yeah.
That amazingly deep, sexy voice behind the camera there would be David, the producer. Hey, Mr. Man.
Cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers to Monday. Not that I know what day it is ever anymore.
You seem to be losing track of all time.
Of time, of my place in this world. I'm confusing rabbits with donkeys.
I
This
know.
is bullshit.
It's really embarrassing.
I know.
What are we going to do with you?
Another glass of wine, please.
Drink. There you go. That's my solution for everything. I see we have people who are starting to join us in the chat. As always, we have Ginger and Will here, so I'm so glad to see you guys. Our buddy Container Man has just joined the troop. Hey, sir, how's it going?
I hadn't heard about his surgery yet. I'm looking forward to hearing how all that went.
Oh, hope you're all good, sir. Really hope everything went well and that you're going to be on the mend.
Yep.
Patrick Fulmer is here as well, and Roger Wakefield is here. So we got a great group starting out. Tonight, our topic is going to be turn-ons. So I suspect once the conversation gets flowing, we're going to be seeing a whole lot more people joining the chat.
That's right. Oh, we have Blended Whiskey just joined us.
And Blended Whiskey just joined us. And speaking of whiskey, I have a delightful one here in my glass, and I would love to tell you all about it because, it's good. It's so good. I am drinking New Riff Single Barrel Proof Bourbon, and it is delightful. This is another one of those high rye bourbons. Me and the high ryes are just a thing this year. I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, it's just sitting with me so well. And this single barrel from New Riff is amazing. It's a really high proof. I think it's 110 proof.
Yeah, it's 110. That thing kicked my butt last night.
Yeah, you were unconscious.
Yeah.
The flavor is outstanding. This has been aged just over 4 years, and it tastes longer than that. It really does. It's got a really robust flavor, a very velvety feel to it, and it's got that classic bourbon profile. You get a lot of the vanilla and caramel, but there's also just this cool sort of deep fruit flavor. Let me have another sip. Let me see what I can do with this.
I'll take a sip of my wine, or I can hum to the audience. Your choice.
Oh, I love humming.
That's a whole different episode.
And mind you sauld humming, not hummer.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
This is so
Doesn't
good.
sound anything like.
This is so good. It's a little oaky. A little bit of those deep fruits in here. I'm tasting kind of a little bit of an orange and cherry thing. It's so good. A little drying on the end, but otherwise amazing. And I see that Patrick is drinking Michter's, which is such a good choice. I am such a Michter's fan. They can do no wrong in my book. I've had everything. Their rye, some of their special releases. So goddamn good.
See what Ginger said, what she's drinking?
Ginger says, I got a really good seltzer water from a local brewery, Solar Sol. It's rhubarb and hibiscus. Best alcoholic seltzer I've ever had. Rhubarb and hibiscus. Ooh,
That's
sounds
interesting.
really, really
combo.
good.
And
Wow.
Did you see Container Man? His surgery was canceled 2 days before. I should have thought of that because of the whole virus thing.
Yeah. That's a bummer. Hopefully
Oh.
you're hanging in there.
Yeah.
I see Will is looking to get a little bit of that old Granddad 114. Oh, you two are going to love this, especially you, Ginger, and your whiskey sour. It's such a perfect bourbon. I mean, potent as all hell, but delicious tasting. It's more wily than what I'm drinking right now. This is, it's got a very similar mash bill, but the New Riff is a little bit more smooth. The old Granddad is just potent, and it's going to taste amazing in a mixed drink. So cheers, y'all.
Cheers. This wine's really good. For anyone that gives half a rat's ass, I am drinking Clos de Napa.
Clos de Napa.
Yeah. It's a Napa Valley wine. It's 2017. It's pretty damn good.
You're so fancy.
We're kind of the go-to with this one now.
Yeah, it's an easy wine to just drink every day. You don't have to pair it with anything. It just tastes good on its own.
See, and just like all good wines, see, it's red.
Well, we drink white wine on occasion, too.
We do. We do in the summer. It's very seasonal for us. But
It is. Yeah, I have a hard time drinking white wine in the dead of winter. It just doesn't feel right.
It makes no sense to me.
No, it makes zero sense whatsoever. Although, you know what does make total sense?
What?
Subscribing to this channel.
Hell
How's
yeah.
that for a segue?
Wow. Queen of the segues.
Wow, that was just stupendous. Emphasis on the stupid. So you're watching Bourbon Soak live on my channel, which is Juliette Miranda. If you haven't already, just make sure you subscribe to it so that you can get notifications of all of the videos that I do. And make sure you like it and share it on all of your social channels, because that would be super.
Yeah, like the video, share the video, comment on the video when done. But we love your comments here. So
Watch
the
it
live
under
chat.
the covers at night.
That's right.
And yeah, so today's topic is turn-ons, and make sure all of your friends know that this is going on tonight, because I'm sure the conversation is going to wind up devolving into something disgusting.
It always does.
So Container Man's actually been on the road, it seems. Once the surgery got canceled, he's a trucker, so he's been driving through Utah, Idaho, Oregon, and California, and Colorado. Wow, you have been all over the place.
Kansas, Missouri, and Indiana, too. Jeez.
Good grief. That's a lot.
Well, you know, they're the ones keeping the country open right now, the
So
truck
true.
drivers.
So true. Cheers to you.
Yeah, cheers to you.
What do you say we talk a little bit about hashtag Bourbon Soak Live? Y'all know the drill. Hashtag Bourbon Soak Live is our little getting to know you routine. Just snap a photo of yourself watching the show or creating some disturbing meme, as our friend Ginger does. Post it to the Twitters using hashtag Bourbon Soak Live so we can feature it on the show. We have a bunch of stuff to catch up on since
We
I wasn't
do.
on last week.
That's right.
For starters, I see that we have one from Nick, who is our friend from the Epic Film Guys, and he is drinking an outstanding Bottled in Bond from Heaven Hill. That's quite the choice right there.
That is epic.
I also see that the bottle is empty.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh, Ginger. Look at you, getting all fancy with the memes. Which one is this?
This
Calling the 900 numbers to make that foot fetish money. That is my guy over there.
I have officially deemed Ginger Queen of the Memes.
She's queen of the memes. She
Yep.
is. I love it. Moving right along. Oh, Bobby Blaze was with us last show, so he's saying thank you. We always love to see Bobby. This is my favorite meme ever, 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 Ginger. And it's actually not taken from this show, but it's taken from something that I did on a podcast
right.
one episode ago. I was talking about the movie Hostel, and I was trying to talk someone into seeing it with me who was just not into horror movies. So I kind of embellished a little bit, and I said it was a drama about international travel.
I don't think that's the way that Eli Roth would have put his movie. But,
I said nothing untrue.
This is that's a true statement.
Exactly. It's a very true statement. And moving right along. Oh, yes, our friend Blended Whiskey, who is combining two things that really should not be combined. You can't see it here, but maybe you can. I posted just a vomiting photo underneath it because, ugh, really, dude?
Fred drinks some interesting things.
Whew, let's not go there.
Sky vodka and appetite control.
That's like mixing it with Metamucil.
Right.
I mean, don't the two cancel each other out?
And this is Fred. He
Fred, yes, our NASCAR friend.
Yes. Fred just did a video. He was singing in his car with his wife.
You two get into karaoke wars late at night.
We do. We do Twitter karaoke wars.
Y'all.
Let the best man stand.
I know a lot of people have feelings about Twitter and they're not good. But if nothing else, you need to go on Twitter so you can watch David the producer do karaoke. Look who we have tonight. It is
Yes.
Ginger and Will. You guys look so cozy. I love your robes. Like, seriously, I just want to snuggle with you. Yay! So that is hashtag Bourbon Soak Live, y'all. Snap a photo of yourself watching the show tonight, and we will be sure to get it on the show.
Yeah, and we'll be checking periodically too.
Absolutely. We can totally do that. Or you can. You're the producer.
I can and I will.
Oh, this bourbon. This bourbon really just works. It's a little bit more sophisticated than some of the other high rye bourbons. It's just smooth but still potent.
Yeah.
I like it.
I enjoyed it last night.
I know. I found you passed out on the couch.
It was a long night.
You don't even know what day it is. How could it be a long night?
True.
Yeah. All right, y'all. What do you say we get to our topic at hand? Tonight we're talking about turn-ons, and I see that Container Man has decided that his turn-on is bourbon drinking redheads.
Hey, that's funny. Me too.
Oh, I know. That works out great, doesn't it?
Yeah. Didn't you promise that you were going to bring one home? Hello?
I'm sorry, what?
What happened?
What? Y'all, I wanted to keep things interesting tonight. I mean, the world is full of videos right now that start out with, in these troubled times, and then they end with, stay safe. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm over it. I get it. I'm supposed to wear a mask when I go out. I'm not supposed to touch anything, and if I sneeze, I'll be shot. So, let's stay in and let's get ourselves all worked up into a lather talking about the things that turn us on.
I have about 30 other ones that aren't listed in this list, but let's go with the ones that you picked.
Well, right. So what I do every show is come up with a list of things to talk about, just my general topics. And it was hard kind of coming up with trying to narrow things down. Let me put it that way, because my own personal list of turn-ons is about, 40 pages long. So for me, I picked up what I feel like are the 5 most kind of common ones and most, kind of potent ones, but definitely let me know yours in the chat, share your stories, and let's just have a little bit of fun with this.
You got it.
All right, turn on number 1 for me is a big one, and that is confidence. And we were actually talking with a friend of ours the other night, Kevin Gauthier,
Yes.
the comedian, and he was talking about comedian groupies. What did he call them?
Chuckle fuckers.
Chuckle fuckers, that's it. And I had said, if I hadn't gotten involved in the music industry and become a groupie, I would have totally been a chuckle fucker.
Yeah.
Because I like the confidence that it takes to get up on stage and to impress an audience and, make them laugh and control a room like that.
I think the confidence, most, I don't want to sound sexist here, but I will anyway.
No, go for it.
That I think that people just think that as a turn on for, girls to guys. I totally love a confident woman.
There's just something amazing about seeing a person own who they are, who can walk into a room and feel good in their own skin. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be somebody who's traditionally attractive, just somebody who can, own their persona is so fucking hot because that they know how to handle themselves.
Right. Very true.
So I see that Patrick says he's going to take the high road. Nothing beats a pretty face. That's sweet.
Boy, you did take the high road.
Clearly haven't had enough to drink tonight, Patrick. We'll check back in with you in about 20 minutes and see where you're at.
Yeah.
I see Terry Cope has joined us and shared the feed out, so thank you and glad to see you here tonight.
Awesome, Terry.
Like we said, we're talking turn-ons, and confidence is important, says Ginger. Oh, and Elder just joined us as well.
Very cool.
Look at that.
Confidence is important. I think that's one of those traits that, I don't know, if you didn't have confidence, would I be as attracted to you? I mean, obviously, physically attracted to you, that's a totally different thing. Mm-hmm. But, just that mental connection, that confidence, I think that's huge.
You need to be confident in who you are.
Right.
I don't like a person who kind of like shrugs, their shoulders and hides behind somebody
I can't
and
do
can't.
this. Yeah.
Yeah,
kinda.
who is always just on the negative, or who doesn't want to, see something through, whatever that may be. And you need to be comfortable in your own skin to do that. And I mean, yeah, I made some shitty decisions, but that's why I liked rock stars, because they had that confidence. They could walk into the room, they'd look at me, and I'd know what they wanted. And I was okay with that.
Oh, you just wanted an autograph,
That's
right?
not at all what I wanted. Will is taking the low road. Hooray! He says he likes boobs.
Yeah, that's how could that not be a turn
Who
on?
doesn't like boobs, right?
Oh, love the boobs. Big fan of the boobs.
I like boobs, I do. But I'm not as fascinated with them as you are.
I'm more of a boob guy than an ass guy.
Oh, see, I like a good ass over boobs.
Yeah.
I do, and we're talking women here, by the way.
Right? Yeah. No, I get it. If I had boobs, this could be a problem.
We'd have a different conversation.
Exactly.
No, I get it though. I mean, I like boobs, but I'll tell you, just like the right kind of like curvy ass on a chick is so perfect.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. I'm just talking about prioritizing. It goes boobs
Prioritizing?
first. Yes, boobs first, butt second, boobs third.
Right, one then the other, because they're, I get it.
Something's got to go between the boobs.
No, of course. Although on a guy, physically, I can't say that, I mean, I love men, don't get me wrong, but I've never been one of those women who lusts after, like, say, like the Chippendales kind of dude. Just not my thing. I mean, it's nice and all, but
Right.
I don't know. The male physique isn't anything that really does it for me, which is why confidence is so important. Because if you don't have confidence, you're not going to get anywhere,
Do you see Ginger's?
What does Ginger say? A nice man ass is sexy too. All right, Ginger, you got to give me an example of a dude who's got a good ass. Give me a celebrity who kind of represents what you're thinking.
I think she's going to say me.
We haven't seen your butt. We just see your face.
It's the same thing.
Elder says teenage boys generally have weak confidence. Young teenage girls know how to give the boys they like confidence. I have man boobs at age 66. Well, I will say that a woman who is worth her weight as a woman does know how to bring out the best in her partner.
I would agree with that.
Yes.
And I would agree with Elder that teenage boys, I remember when I was a teenager, I was an introvert.
You were, I know, and I understand, but gosh, you're just so.
I had no confidence back then.
You're as much of an extrovert now as I could believe.
People would probably say I have too much confidence.
You have all the confidence in the world, mister.
I have no problem with the confidence.
Well, that's probably why I didn't date any teenage boys, is because I couldn't handle the awkwardness.
Yeah, you always dated people that were older than you.
I did, yeah. In fact, I didn't date, but I went to a school dance with someone my own age. And that was the only experience I ever had with anybody who was even remotely close to my age. Mm-hmm. And it was a horrible one. Oh, it was so fucking awkward. I had this dress that like laced up the back, and he kept fidgeting with the tie. It wasn't sexual at all. He was just nervous, and when we were dancing, he kept tugging on it. And he kept untying it, and I was so annoyed that I cut the night out early. I'm like, that's it. I got to go home. My parents want me home by 9.
By 9. They really meant 9 in the morning, but you weren't going to tell him that.
Exactly. So moving right along, our next turn on, at least for me anyway, is clothing.
Yeah, clothing's a big one. And, it's slash lingerie.
Well, yes, it's twofold, and I want to talk about both areas of it.
Okay.
So for clothing, now, although the male physique isn't something that I necessarily lust after, I will say a guy in a good suit is hot. Like, the reason I love watching the movie The Kingsman is seeing Colin Firth in a great suit. It's just striking and sexy, and the way that he owns it is just, that's good stuff right there.
See, the clothing part for me with women, it's if it's hoary, I'm in. Cool.
Oh, well, you're easy to please.
Very easy to please.
I see that Ginger has given us the example of the dude who plays Aquaman as having a nice butt.
Oh, I've never seen his ass. I can't comment.
I've never. Doesn't he have a mertail? I mean, isn't he a merman? Where's his butt? I mean, he's got a tail.
No. You watch too many movies.
I've never seen Aquaman. I don't know. I'm just assuming. Container Man just says clothing off.
Yeah. Clothing looks best when it's in a ball next to the bed.
Well, not like really nice clothing. I like to see that on a hanger. I get concerned when I see it on the floor.
Well, you and I like to get dressed up, go downtown, and do something, like have a nice dinner or something like that. And those nights, I mean, you look hot in great clothes, right? I mean, let's face it. But the lingerie, that's where you. So when you start talking about
I know.
turn on, I don't know if I've ever seen. Well, that's probably not true. I've seen some women in some really nice dresses that are a turn on.
Well, I'll tell you, the best dressed women that I've seen on a TV show would be on that show Suits.
Yeah.
Oh, the chick, the redhead who plays Donna. I don't know her actual name.
Her name is Hot.
Her name is Come Fuck Me.
Yeah.
Holy balls, is she sexy. And they put her in these amazing dresses, just total designer. She looks outstanding in them. I wish I could dress like her every day.
You see Patrick Filmer?
Lady's always crazy about a sharp-dressed man. It's so true.
It's not just a song anymore.
And Willis clarified that Aquaman was also in Game of Thrones and showed his butt there. Now, I've never watched a single episode of Game of
We
Thrones.
have not.
We're
late to the game.
I'm not into it.
No.
I'm not.
Now, one day, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. We're like, what is it, a month into the pandemic and we still haven't gotten that deep?
I know. Hey, now, let's shift the focus over to lingerie.
And speaking of, I'm so excited to be when we move to New Orleans and when they open stores up again. I can't believe I have to qualify things by saying when they open stores again. We will be by Trashy Diva.
Yeah, we will be living right across the street from a lingerie shop.
Trashy Diva is the single greatest lingerie store I've ever been in, and it's a wonderful experience. The ladies who work there are very inclusive, and they do lingerie for all sizes. I mean, we're talking tiny to, as big as they get. And it's gorgeous stuff. I mean, true French lingerie. A wonderful store. I cannot wait to spend all of our money there.
Yep, and I'm not sure I get the reference, Mad Kiwi, but he says, ooh, a poo hole. He might be talking about the picture that we have up right now. I don't know.
He certainly could be. I mean, you look close enough, and I'm assuming there is a thong on that, but I don't know.
I'd like to think otherwise.
Let's see. Container Man is saying rainbow-colored knee-high socks, glasses, a white tank top, Daisy Duke shirt, and Daisy Duke shorts. Yeah, I gotta say, I love a girl in Daisy Duke shorts, hence the reason why I wear them all the time.
All the time.
I love them.
I think you gotta have at least 20 pairs of Daisy Dukes. Am I off on that?
You're a little off. I think I have 10.
Oh, it
Yeah.
just seems like so many.
I know, it does. And I need more because once I've got several pairs that are at least 8 or 9 years old and they're really starting to disintegrate.
Right. Well, we're starting to dive off of my favorite subject, which is
I'm sorry, lingerie. Well, okay, so tell me your favorite piece of lingerie.
That you own or that I've ever seen?
No, that you've ever seen.
Oh, the hoarier the better. I like, trash. And I'm not talking costumes. I don't want to have someone dress up like a nurse. I don't want to,
Right.
I don't like the role play costumey kinds of things. Mm-hmm. I like just really filthy, dirty lingerie.
So we're talking
knee-high
like
boots, fishnets,
garter.
You can go the crotchless panties if you'd like. It's not necessary. They're not going to last long anyway. And then, the open boob bra kind
Oh
of
my
thing.
God,
Or
really?
even a see-through mesh shirt is also
Well, I
is
like
really
the see-through
sexy.
mesh shirt, but I think the like the cutout bras or corsets or whatever, those are just tacky. They leave nothing to the imagination.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, I like something. I mean, I love sexy lingerie, as we all know, but I like it to just be a little bit more classy, a little bit,
Yeah, it
more
doesn't have to be classy.
subtle. I like a little bit of class.
Yeah. I know you class it up
Yeah,
when you do that kind of stuff.
I
but
do.
Yeah, you can always just whore it up and I'd be fine with it.
So I like a man in a suit, and you like a woman in whore clothing.
Exactly.
Wow. We make a hell of a pair when we go out, y'all. We really do. If you will show Ginger's comment, she says, anything that casts a dick shadow, I'm happy about. Dick shadow. Wow, that's a new word for me. Dick shadow.
Dick Shadow.
It
Actually,
sounds like a superhero.
I was going to say I thought it was a comic book character. Dick Shadow.
Dick shadow. So I was I don't know. How do you cast a dick shadow? That seems complicated and involving like a
It's just
lighting crew.
No, it's just the right light, you know?
Well, it's...
What she's saying basically is just be naked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah, I would guess so. Because I gotta say, dudes wearing like, any sort of fancy underwear, it just doesn't do it for me. I mean, really, just it looks stupid. I'm
Well,
sorry.
thank God I don't have to worry about that. I don't wear underwear.
And for this, I am eternally grateful because, oh my God, guys' underwear is stupid. It's so stupid, and it's not sexy, and it's just awkward looking. And I swear to God, we have this guy who just moved in near us who hangs out in the courtyard wearing the tightest little Speedo you can imagine and sunbathes standing up. It's the weirdest thing ever.
All right, we have a whole bunch of stuff in the chat you have to cover.
Wow, dick shadow seems like it's seems like it's a thing. I had no idea. Elder says dick shadow lies like a hot dog and camel bumps. Elder also says that Sports Illustrated body painting swimsuits is pretty sexy. I got to admit that's one. It's an amazing kind of art. I mean, just to do that, it looks so cool. I don't know if I'd want to see it in person though. I feel like it makes a better photograph than it would something I want to see up close. I know at the Playboy Mansion a million years ago, I went to a party there, and they had a lot of cocktail waitresses who were just body painted, and it was cool, but the closer you get, the more weird it looks.
Yeah, no, I believe that. Did you see, let's see, blended whiskeys?
The teacher look with cat glasses.
That's a good call,
That
blended.
is a good one.
I like that call.
I do like that,
Yeah.
woman in charge kind of sexy look.
Oh, I look at it the other way. It's like she's not supposed to be dirty, but she's just a whore.
I want to count at the end of this show
How many
of
times
how
I
many
say
times
whore?
you've said the word whore.
Well, it is about turn-ons.
You're right. Whore it is. Whore it up.
Yep.
Let's see. Ginger is recommending a kind of men's underwear that I can check for a dick shadow. Interesting. And Lottery of Life says, did I show up at the right time? Yes, you did. We are talking turn-ons tonight.
Turn-ons and specifically lingerie, the kind you like, the kind you want. And I'll tell you one that just bugs the hell out of me. Anyone who came up with this stupid edible underwear needs to be shot.
I don't know if that's still a thing. It was in the 70s and early 80s. I don't think it is anymore.
Oh, they still sell it. Matter of fact, last time we went to the whore shop, I just wanted to say whore again.
I know. Ding, ding, ding. Are you sure it's not just a novelty item, like something
might
you get
just
for a
be novelty
bachelorette
now.
party or something?
It may be
'Cause
novelty now, like the Dick's popsicles and stuff like that.
I know you can get tit and dick shaped everything. I mean, ice cube molds.
Right.
It's cake molds. It's crazy.
Oh, Container Man, the sexy librarian. Yep, it's like the sexy teacher.
That's another good
for
one.
both of them.
And Will is saying lingerie with zippers.
Zippers, that could get tricky.
It depends on the kind of lingerie. Like, I think a bustier that's got like a zipper down the center.
Oh, yeah,
That'd
that
be
could
sexy.
work.
Yeah. And it wouldn't, injure you.
I just don't like a zipper anywhere near my my man parts.
No, no. Yes, Fred, turn off our neighbor. He's not a turn on. And what's even worse, I tweeted about this last week. The guy sunbathes in a Speedo standing up while listening to Enya.
Enya, yeah.
Why? Who does this? Why Enya?
Better than India. Yeah, I did that.
All right, we're just going to end this process now.
You started it.
I did not start that. I will not take credit for that.
Nerd glasses.
Patrick Fulmer, nerd glasses. Absolutely. I used to wear glasses just for the sexy factor.
Yep. And Fred says in Speedo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
yeah.
a very European thing.
I know. Like when we go to Aruba, we see a lot of guys in Speedos.
A lot of Speedos.
And not just like young guys, but old dudes.
Banana hammocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me just say, while we're talking about men's like bottom coverings, men in thongs, not sexy.
No, that's
not
ungood.
sexy at all.
That is ungood.
I don't know.
Ginger says that you're on NOLA countdown.
I am Ginger.
She totally is.
I am. We're down to like 30 days now.
You're already mentally there.
Oh, I've been there for a long time. Now I just feel like I'm in limbo.
I know.
Stinks waiting.
You ready to move on to the next one?
Oh.
All right.
Music. Speaking of Enya, music is a huge turn on. I mean, especially for me. I mean, it's something that I've been around all my life, but it's got to be the right music.
Oh, yeah. When you're talking about it being a turn on or something that you listen to during sex or before sex.
Absolutely.
Never after.
No. I mean, once you're done, you're done. You move on.
Right.
I don't need a wrap-up song.
I know. I don't need a theme song to my, intercourse afterwards.
No, and even in fact, during, I don't really like music
No.
or anything playing. I like,
Unless you're at a strip club.
well, that's different, but you're not having sex most of the time at a
Which
strip club.
clubs are you going to?
Well, I've had sex at strip clubs, but
Yeah.
that's because I'm a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know any guys who've had sex at a strip club.
Well,
With a
then,
stripper.
Me and you have to have a talk.
Did you really have sex at a strip club with a stripper?
Not intercourse. No.
Oh,
No.
well, that's different.
What, a blowjob?
Oh,
That's
well,
still coming.
I guess that counts.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, what strip club was it? Was it local?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was,
Do I know it?
well, you didn't go to it.
Okay,
but
it wasn't one
you
of my
know
regulars.
it.
I know of
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yes.
Containerman says you might want to postpone your move. Louisiana is screening people with out-of-state tags. We're not ill. We'll be fine.
Yeah. We'll be fine. We'll get it. Yeah. And you know what? They can screen us.
What's going to happen?
I get my screener's card.
Fred is saying his wife is next to him, so he's going to shut up now. Well, hey, I got my husband right across from me. Look at us. He just told me he got a blowjob from a stripper once at a strip club.
Well, yeah,
This is
but we
impressive.
weren't together.
No, it wasn't like last week.
No, you were at home and I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to the topic of music. For me personally, like I was saying, it needs to be a prelude to sex. It's got to be like, something kind of raw, kind of dirty with a good groove. And it's definitely not Led Zeppelin.
Well, movies like, oh God, what was Cameron Crowe's one where they had Kashmir playing?
Fast Times at Ridgemont
Yeah,
High.
Fast Times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was Damone who said,
Yeah.
What was it, side 2 of
Side 2 of
Physical Graffiti or
Physical
something?
Graffiti that'll get them every time.
I mean, I like Kashmir, but the song doesn't do it for me. Oh, Bobby Blaze has just joined us.
Bobby Blaze, perfect timing. We're talking about music and sex.
And he's recommending Barry White.
Oh, that's, back in the day, that would have been a good call for like pre-sex stuff. I think that would have, got when you're like making out.
I think at the time, yes. Today he feels like more of a novelty.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually listened to some Barry White. I got to go back to some of that.
Yeah,
you know, I
guess.
like the 70s soul music.
Oh,
That gets
that's
me.
a good one.
Yeah,
Yes.
that gets me in the mood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or like a really good country song.
Country doesn't really mean sex to me.
For me, it's a throwback to the like hair band songs that used to work for me, like say Cherry Pie or like Girls, 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 something like that. Those used to be my turn-on songs, and now there are a couple country songs I feel like that are just they've got that cool sort of groove to them. They just they get you warm.
Yeah. Music is definitely, I go for the the pre is all sensual stuff. See, I if I'm sitting there making out, listening to Girls, 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 it's going to be like, please turn this shit off.
Yes, now.
Yes.
I'm not saying it works anymore. It used to.
All I can picture is a fat Vince Neil, and I'm like, okay, that's got to go.
I remember making out in the back seat of a boyfriend's car to the entire Theater of Pain album. I just made David spit out his
You almost
wine.
made me spit out my wine. That was close. I almost killed a computer here.
And I remember thinking it was so hot.
Oh my God. Well, when you're younger, you
I know.
totally get that. See, Will says Isaac Hayes. I love Isaac Hayes. Good call.
Absolutely, that's a good one. Like you said, anything 70s soul is just
That's for the pre-workout. Now, sex
in the moment.
in
I
the
don't want to hear
moment,
anything.
music. Yeah,
I find it
don't.
distracting.
It would be distracting.
It is.
I mean, I'm sure both have had sex
With other people?
Yeah, I mean, listen to music because we never
No, we don't at
listen
all.
to music when we have sex.
We've never done it actually.
No.
Yeah, like I can't
It's
even
not our thing.
I can't even have the TV on in the background.
It's the pregame.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like sitting there hanging out, you've got, the cool music on, you're getting talky, you're getting touchy, and then it just works.
Ooh, Patrick Fulmer with the Miles Davis. Good
Oh,
call.
nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So who out there in the chat actually has sex to music, and what music do you listen to during sex?
Yeah, I'm very curious. I mean, for me, if there was any music playing, it'd have to be pretty innocuous.
Right. Lyrics would just throw me off.
Well, yeah, because then I just hear it in my head.
Right. What am I gonna do? Have sex and sing along?
I know. I don't want to be singing along. That's just weird.
Could you imagine me
my
right on
God.
top of you whistling?
Okay, one, I hate whistling.
I know you
hate
do.
whistling with so much passion. But either way, how tacky would that be if you're like in the middle of it and somebody starts like humming along?
Whistle, start snapping.
Exactly. Hey, I love this song.
Good tune. Could you hold on a moment?
It's like, wow, you're so invested in what we're doing. That's great.
Will says during Enigma, Principles of Lust. Huh. I am
Enigma.
Unfamiliar.
I've
I
heard
know
of Enigma.
Oh, I know the band Enigma. I just don't know the song.
No idea.
We'll have to look that up. Container Man says, it's, of course, porn music while you're having sex.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Right?
A Blend of Whiskey says jazz done by Willie Nelson. He's a Texan.
Oh, yeah. And Elder? Oh, Diana Krall. Good call.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good call.
And Fred, of course, is calling out mayonnaise karaoke.
Mayonnaise karaoke. The next time we go through those karaoke bits on Twitter there, Fred, I'll make sure to have my mayonnaise cannon t-shirt on for you.
You should post these on your YouTube channel.
No one needs to see those.
Oh, they're brilliant. You had an eagle in one of them.
Fred and I just keep trying to top each other with the goofiest songs, or the great songs, matter of fact, some of them.
I see Mad Kiwi is saying the Dukes of Hazzard theme song. Just good old boys.
Might as well have sex to Eastbound and Down.
Oh my God, that's a great turn-on song.
Oh boy.
I can dance the shit out of that song.
Well, you could dance the shit out of it, but yeah. No good for me. Will says Benny Hill theme. See, blended whiskey, same thing. None during.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I
How
think.
else are you going to hear all the dirty talk if you
Well,
got
that's
music
just
playing?
it, you know? I mean, it blocks the noise from the video camera. You want that to capture everything.
Fred says, I want my hat. I don't know what that means. I want my
Oh,
hat.
Fred, you're never going to get that hat.
What hat?
Remember the one that you wore, the dreadlock-looking hat?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it didn't survive the purge.
It didn't. We purged it while we're moving here.
Yeah.
Didn't survive.
Yeah, sorry. That one is long
See,
gone.
Bobby Blaze, agree.
None during. I think we've hit a consensus.
Because you want to hear her say, you owe me $500. Clearly. I don't want that to be...
Yeah, you don't want
Don't
any
want it to be
confusion
muffled.
when you're working out the, details of... Oh, Container Man says porn movie, not porn music.
Oh, porn movie in the background. Okay, so you get a little bit of both. You'll get the porn music and the porn movie. So, okay, I get that.
I don't like to have porn playing in the background either. I find that distracting as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and watch... It just doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I
Watching
mean-
it and doing it, I'm already in the... I mean, what am I going to do?
Exactly. I mean, it's fine for the lead-in. It's a great warm-up.
Again, pregame.
Yes, it's a pregame activity, but during, it's just distracting. I don't want some dudes staring over my shoulder at what's on TV.
Right.
I mean...
hey, this is the good part. What?
What? I'm busy here. Pay attention. I'm here in the moment. You want something on TV? Go watch TV.
Yeah, if you want that, then just masturbate to it by yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. Porn is either a lead-in
by the-
or it's a solo activity.
And that's not judgment. Believe me, porn is
oh no,
awesome.
porn's great. I'm not knocking porn. I'm just saying it has its time and place.
We've established.
Established that. Moving right along, turn on number 4 would be touching in public. And I don't mean fucking in public. I mean touching in public. Subtle touching. One of the very first dates that you and I had, David the producer, we went to a strip club.
Yes, we did.
And if you will recall, I was getting a lap dance.
Mm-hmm.
And while that was happening, I touched your hand.
Yeah, you did. Man, I could have cut diamonds with that thing that night.
That was so hot.
I know. That
So
was
hot.
crazy hot. Getting a lap dance from a girl. You're getting a lap dance from a girl. But then when I was getting it, it was the same way the other way around. I really liked that you were watching some girl dancing for her. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is kind of cool, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's like those little moments that you're both aware of, but nobody else is.
And I tricked everyone thinking it was like hand-holding or something.
And then we had a stripper lunge at you from the stage and nearly kill you.
She gave me a head start running scissor kick from across the bar.
She was like a pro wrestler.
Yeah, but you would have loved this girl, Bobby.
We're talking, she leapt feet first from the stage into David.
Yep. Knocked me over, knocked the table over, knocked our drinks over.
Everything out, yeah.
And who got in trouble?
We got in trouble. Like, the bouncer's like, okay, guys, you're causing trouble. And we're like, no, your dancer lunged at us.
Right.
Yeah, it was very weird. So that's bad touching.
That's bad touching. Bad public touching.
But good touching. Or you know what I love is if we're sitting at a bar and I'll just, like, touch your shoulder.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like that.
That's nice. Or you'll just you do this a lot,
Apparently
you know.
my audio just went out.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Just replaced them. All right. I'll sing in the meantime. No, 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 no. This just takes a second.
I'm all good here.
Oh, yeah. It's this receiver. You know that it sucks batteries like crazy. Speaking of sucking.
You're so funny.
And you're back on.
And am I back on now?
Yep.
We
You're all good to
gotta
go.
get new fucking mics.
No, we just need a new receiver.
We need a new receiver.
That's all we need.
That thing's killing me.
I know.
And how is it that it never goes out on your goddamn show?
Because my show's awesome.
Are you saying this show isn't awesome?
Well, your producers that manage it or runs behind the scenes is what happened?
What?
No. I got nothing. I really have nothing.
Ah,
Luck of the draw, sister.
way to ruin the mood.
No. Would you like to be publicly touched and get back
I'll
into
touch you, all right. With the back of my hand.
it with a sack of rocks?
Exactly.
Here's your public touching.
A bag full of soap.
Here's a pillow full of soap. Deal with that.
All right, y'all. Is it back? Can you hear
Oh
me
yeah,
now?
yeah. I can totally see it's back.
Oh,
Don't worry.
all right.
You're
Well,
all
people
good.
are so disgusted with us at this point.
Yes.
Shut up now. You're digging yourself into a hole.
Yeah, Roy knows me.
Yeah, exactly. So we're talking public touching, and what I was saying is that I like being with David at a bar where I can just like touch his shoulder, or just touch his leg or something. And that was always my favorite thing, even when I was dating, was just like that moment where you're with somebody, and it's just this like subtle, like just brush against you. Like somebody you've never been with, just a totally new person, and you just get that like, side brush, and I don't know, just I find that so alluring.
Well, I like the danger of like sex in public.
Oh, that's true. You do.
Yeah.
You do. I have trouble with that only because I feel like I can't totally enjoy myself.
Well, it's not like I'm gonna do it at a Dodgers game. I'm just saying that. I mean, like in we've been in situations where we've parked the car somewhere and it's
Yeah.
no one's around.
And that, I mean, I like that and it's fun, but I just can't totally let go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I think it's just that I feel like at any moment we could be interrupted.
Right.
And I've got to be on guard the whole time.
Oh, no one likes that.
No, exactly. That's why I like having sex where we're, in our own environment.
Right.
Whether that's home or a hotel or the backyard or, wherever.
Right. Yeah, I get it. I can totally understand that. You see what blended whiskey said?
Wait, we talk during. What happened to when you're done? I like a nap.
Post-sex nap is good.
Oh, I will fall asleep immediately after sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm useless, pretty much.
Oh, that's not true.
Well,
Usually, I guess it depends on... See, there's a difference between weekday sex and weekend sex.
yes, absolutely. Yes, there's a big difference because there's like the, all right, we're having sex, it feels great, and then you go into your day.
Right.
Or you dedicate like the time to it. And then it's more of an event.
Yeah.
And that's when the nap comes in.
Yeah, because you get to marathon on the weekends.
Right.
Weekdays, it's not like there's a lot of time.
Well, we don't really have weekdays or weekends anymore.
Not anymore?
No.
No. It's all COVID.
Fred is saying that his wife has a scar from his shifter. Ouch.
Meow.
Ow.
That's awesome.
That sounds painful.
Yeah. Can I ask where the scar is?
Oh, you really want to go there?
Well, why not?
You don't know where it is.
That's why I'm asking.
Ginger says foot job under a table at a restaurant.
Huh. See, that's not my thing, but I know guys I have, buddies that have told me stories that they've experienced stuff like that. And that's, I could see that being cool.
I like it up as a tease, I think.
Right.
Or just like...
Well, you're not going to go full-on foot job under the table.
No, or just like sliding your hand under her skirt or something, while you're somewhere in public. That's hot. That's super hot.
Right. Oh, Fred says on her thigh. Close enough. You can tell the story any way you want, Fred.
I get it. Oh, look who's here. It's Gaffa.
Yep. The legs I love so much.
Speaking of turn-ons.
Yeah, there you go.
Ginger is apparently all about the feet. Penis between the toes. That's a first. I don't think my toes go that far.
No, your
I have
feet
fucked up feet anyway.
Your feet
so it's
weren't
not
made
gonna-
for this kind of thing.
No, they really weren't.
No.
No, my feet are stupid.
Well, you were a dancer. You got dancer's feet.
I know.
What are you gonna do?
No.
Oh,
Cry.
there's Bashful of the Round
Oh,
Table.
well, hello. We've got more people joining us. It's great to see y'all. We're talking turn-ons tonight, people. So let us know yours.
Yeah, if you have any turn on, put it in the chat.
Absolutely. Anything goes here on Bourbon Soak Live. Moving right along. Dirty talk.
Oh, yeah.
Huge turn on. Dirty talk.
Who doesn't like dirty talk?
It's the best.
You know, I will say that I was with a girl who did it so poorly that it was like, oh, please don't dirty talk. Please
stop talking altogether.
talking dirty because you're coming off. It was just so bad. So bad.
Well, I think some people just don't know the words to use. So instead they try to tell some story. You know, it's like Seinfeld said, you know, there are villagers and, you know, it just feels awkward and not sexy.
Right.
What I like is actually using it as, again, as a prelude to sex. Because for me, I mean, for a lot of women, I know sex starts in the brain. Mm-hmm. You know, you need to stimulate somebody's imagination. And leading up to it, I think dirty talk is great for that.
Yep.
Like just going out and having a conversation about sex. And it doesn't even have to be dirty talk. Just talk about what you like and, you know, what you're into. That's hot.
Well, and you could even start off as sexting, right?
Sexting is huge. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to start. But dirty talk in the bedroom, oh, the best. And by the way, Lady Swan says, "Whoa, what did I just walk in on?"
Yeah, this is Bourbon Soak Live, where we get down and dirty on Monday nights. I figured since every single one of our conversations devolves into sex talk anyway.
It kind of does lately.
It does, yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about something like Disney characters or something.
Oh, even that. I mean, that's an easy one to turn sexy.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, who doesn't want to bang Ariel?
I thought it was Areola. Oh, my fault.
That was terrible.
I know it was.
That just not good.
I need more wine.
Bobby Blaze says, dirty talk is my huge turn on. It's the best if your partner knows how to talk. So it's so hot, just the build up and then the during the best. Absolutely. I mean, and that's why for me personally, I mean, I like reading erotic like stories and books and all that too, because again, sex starts, you know, in the imagination.
It's a mental game. It
It
really
is,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's the huge physical component to it, but if you can get somebody mentally in that right space,
Right.
that absolutely will
That changes everything.
Changes everything.
Because, I mean, there's, all right, we'll have sex. And then there's I've been wanting to do this for the past 2 hours. You know, we've been leading up to it.
Right.
And then you're just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Dirty talk is all good in my book.
Absolutely. Oh, the shape is here and he says phone sex. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. Phone sex is, you know what? It's been so long.
I haven't had phone sex since I was in my 20s.
We did video sex when I was
We've
out of
done
town
video
once.
sex. Yeah. Yeah, that's different though. That's more like porn.
It's interesting, but that comes with a good side of dirty talk too.
Well, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I used to love phone sex when I was in my 20s. Like, for me, it was a great way to kind of feel guys out to see what they were into.
Right.
And it was a great way to kind of it was a great way to get off without like being totally intimate with somebody. You know, I dismissed a ton of guys who just couldn't have phone sex with me.
Yeah.
It was smart.
It's an art.
It is an art.
Absolutely an art form, because you say that one wrong thing, you
Mood
kill
killed.
the whole
Mood killed.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what my mom says?
Ah.
My mom says I'm the best kisser ever.
Ew, ew, ew.
Well, like I told you, I had, this one girl that just did not know how to dirty talk at all, badly, poorly.
Yeah.
And it was not only, forget about being a turn on, it was the biggest turn off I think I've ever had.
I know. Then it just feels gross.
Well, it just feels forced and oddly like, not like even I started it. I mean, she was the one who initiated it.
Well,
So
okay, you didn't mention that. So she was the one who started dirty talking and was doing it poorly.
Just doing it really badly.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
weird.
That was really bad. It just said with the Container Mans, this message was held for review or whatever it says before you approve it and say.
Yes.
I was just thinking that this video is probably going to have the same thing on YouTube.
Don't we always get slapped with those? What Container Man says is that while driving across Nebraska, he had phone sex with a call girl in New Jersey for 4 hours, kept losing signal, and would call her back. And the best part was he never got charged.
Wow, that is awesome. And
Score.
The shade says, I refuse to pay for it.
What, phone sex?
Yeah, phone sex. Well, there are all those lines you can call. They're still all out there.
Yeah. Lady Swan is asking me if I enjoyed the 50 Shades of Grey book. Although I love the subject matter, I hated the book and the movie for so many reasons. I can't even get into it.
Really? You can't even get into it?
And if you love this book, please don't mind me. I'm a writer, so you have to understand that I'm approaching this as a writer. And I found it so poorly written and poorly executed and just terrible descriptions.
How'd you really feel about that book?
I mean, if you're into the whole BDSM thing, I can tell you a great series of books to read is the Sleeping Beauty trilogy from Anne Rice. That is what the author of 50 Shades of Grey was going for, and Anne Rice totally gets it right.
Did she interview with a vampire, Anne Rice?
Yeah, that's the same writer. But
Okay.
she did an erotica series. There's a series of 3 books, and it's kind of an updated fairy tale about Sleeping Beauty. It's totally sexy and hot and just full of great BDSM play.
Well, and here's an unexpected plug, Mr. Bobby Blaze. He has some erotica out there as well.
Absolutely, he does.
Yeah, just go to Bobby Blaze on his Twitter page.
Or
and you
look
can
him
see
up
some
on
of his
Amazon.
writing. Yeah, or Amazon's probably the best place to find it.
Oh, and Bashful says, thank you, that book was horrible.
Ah, see?
I mean, I hate to, kind of diss on stuff that's so subjective, particularly when it comes to erotica, because, we like what we like, but Lord, that was bad writing.
Well, I never saw the movie but little snippets, right? But it just looked like really bad softcore porn to me.
It's softcore porn. And the same thing can be said for the movie Secretary, which I like more, but I still don't like that much because it's just not done well.
Right.
I think the movie, what is it called? Bound. With Gina Gershon and Jennifer Tilly. It sounds like a weird combination. It's totally hot.
That's hot?
Very hot.
All right.
Just saying.
There's your recommendation.
So, y'all, I think it's time we wrap up this crazy discussion about turn-ons. Remember, y'all, I do have a podcast. It is called The Unwritable Rant. And, I'm sorry, I jumped ahead.
No, that's okay. No, we're good.
All right. Well, anyway, it's called The Unwritable Rant. And I have a new episode out that came out just this Sunday. And it has a very unusual body modification in it.
Yes.
And also coming up in May, I'm going to be serializing my book, Morning Neurosis, on the podcast. Because, we're going to be involved in the move. The whole podcast studio is going to be torn apart. So what I'm doing right now is recording chunks of the book. I'm doing, a bunch of chapters at a time. So all throughout May, I'm going to be presenting the entire book for free on the podcast. And what's cool too is that I'm not just reading it straight through. I'm kind of offering anecdotes and expanding on some stories and linking it back to stories I've told in the podcast in the past. So even if you've read the book, you've never quite heard the story like this.
Very cool.
Oh, Bobby Blaze is agreeing with me about the movie Bound.
There you go. Bound. Hot as fuck scene.
And Lady Swan is asking how the move planning is going during all this mess. We're at the point now where all of our planning is done. We're packing now. We are, purging everything. We have a giant dumpster coming so that we can get rid of stuff. What's hard is that we can't make as many donations of stuff as we'd like because Goodwill is taking nothing. Salvation Army is the only place that we've been able to get who will only come to get certain furniture pieces. So
Right.
that's been challenging, but the move company is hired, they're booked, they're ready to go. All we have to do is, pack up our shit, get in our car, and drive.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And
We're
we have essentially, it's almost a month to the date.
It is actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like 30 days out.
So,
This is insanity. So thanks so much for watching this episode of Bourbon Soak Live, y'all. All of you in the chat, I love you. Ginger and Will, Container Man, I believe I saw Mad Kiwi in here earlier.
yes.
Bobby Blaze, of course, you are always a delight. Bashful and Lady Swan.
The Shape.
The Shape. My bourbon friends, Blended Whiskey and Patrick Fulmer. Y'all are the best. Thanks so much for hanging out with
Did you
me.
get Container Man? I forgot if I did.
Believe I did, but if I didn't, Container
Container
Man,
Man.
thank you for being here. So y'all, I'll be back next Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about, but I'm sure it'll be intriguing, hopefully. In the meantime, I hope y'all are well, stay healthy, and cheers.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.
Well, down here in Nola on Fowler Street, when you reach Magnolia, hold your feet at this little store run by my sweet Maureen. If you go in there, you won't come out the same.